What a wonderful day. This is a new day in the life of the flow. Good morning, CSL Boston, and welcome this wonderful Sunday morning, October 10th, and we are celebrating a new day in the flow, in the vibration of CSL Greater Boston. So, as many of you know, we are welcoming Gina Calvario Krupka as our wonderful spiritual director in this moment in time. And as you know, I'm sure she is in her last semester of ministerial school. So in July, will be a minister and will continue on in the flow. So my name is Barbara Hewitt, and on behalf of all of the Leadership Council, whom you will meet as we go through this morning service, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for all who are here in person with us. Thank you for all who are here on FaceTime Live. You are welcome. You are loved. And we are grateful that you have joined us this morning. And so we begin our day with a wonderful honor. We have with us Infinity, which is Laura Topper and Jason Salmon, and they have beautiful, beautiful music to share with us live from the UK this morning. And Laura and Gina are in ministerial school together and have created a wonderful bond and a wonderful friendship. So thank you for being with us this morning. Thank you for honoring Gina in this way. And so welcome.
Good morning, welcome. I'm Laura.
Hi, I'm Jason.
And together we're Infinity. And we are here based in the UK and just feel so blessed and honoured to be here to share our songs with you for CSL Greater Boston. So we're going to begin with a song called I Am the Love That I Am. It just roots us, centres us, and reminds us who we truly are and of the love that is here, always. Here we are, face to face. The healing way is clear, and I see in you that part of me no longer needed here. 'Cause in this moment, in the light of who I am, God is still coming through as me, as you. Yes. I am the love that I am. I am the heart of God. And I am the love that I am. I am the heart of God. And here I am in this space. I make a choice to change. Now I see the whole of me, pure radiance. And in this moment, in the light of love I see, God is still coming through as you, as me. I am the love I am. I am the heart of God. I am the love I am. I am the heart of God. I am the love I am. I am the heart of God. I am the love I am. I am the heart of God. I am the love that I am. I am the heart of God. I am the love that I am. I am the heart of God. I am the love that I am. I am the heart of God. I am the love that I am. I am heart of God. I am the love and I am. I am the heart of God. I am the love and I am. I am the heart of God. I am the love and I am. I am the heart of God. I am the love and I am. I am the heart of God. Ooh, I am the love of God. I am the love and I am. I am the heart of God. I am the love and I am. I am the heart of God. I am the love and I am. I am the heart of God.
Song. Ah. And also, I will mention that we have Reverend Valerie Benjamin with us this morning, who is holding consciousness for us, which has been a wonderful thing through all of our technical setup. So here we are, and we know that she continues to hold us in great love. So we are beginning our service, and it's my honor to introduce to you a very special person to all of us. In fact, Boston, South Coastal Teaching Chapter, Southern Rhode Island, many, many, many things have been birthed with his guidance and with his leadership and with his teaching. So I'm about to introduce to you Reverend Dr. Ian Taylor, who has been Gina's mentor, Gina's teacher, Gina's friend. And of course, we can all claim that Boston and Concordia have been very close on their path. So everyone here almost has been to Concordia with Reverend Ian for many events or workshops or all kinds of things. But his teaching is known, and I say this because I know this to be true, as every person who ever goes to a convention or a conference from CSL International hears when they heard we were from Concordia. It would be, oh, if you're being taught by Reverend Ian, you really have been in for a treat and have a wonderful foundation. Along with that, we just loved him. And so I am thrilled and honored to introduce him this morning, and so grateful that he is honoring all of us and blessing Gina in this very special way by joining us. So, Reverend Dr. Ian Taylor.
Dear ones, please join with me. Let us go within for this opening treatment. So knowing, accepting, and recognizing that there is one presence, one power, one mind, one love, one light, one infinite, eternal, absolute, one. And knowing this one individualizes itself, knowing it extends itself, it expresses itself, it manifests itself as all that lives and all that is. I recognize it is doing so right here, right now, in, as, and through me. And in, as, and through everyone present in this service today. Indeed, we are immersed, we are rooted, we are anchored and grounded in the heart of God, in the love of God, in the light of God. Therefore, I know and I affirm that God is present here. God is the action and the activity here today. So I know that we are being blessed with music from the angelic realms as we experience the performances of our guest musicians. I know that we are being blessed by wonderful, efficient, and effective and productive practitioners who are experts in affirming truth, in decreeing truth, in declaring truth on behalf of all of us today. Be they the ones who are holding consciousness or the ones who are delivering treatment in the service. All practitioners are divinely grounded. I know that all in service, all in support of this service today. They are the action of God, they are the presence of God. God is in action in them, as them, through them. Therefore, all elements of sacred service are divinely ordered. All elements of sacred service are in the hands of the loving God, in the hands of love. All are in order, all are in peace. And I know that our beloved spiritual director, Gina, is perfectly aligned, perfectly coherent, perfectly grounded in spiritual principles. And I know that her message today is uplifting, is inspiring, is nurturing, is nourishing. Her message today is a blessing to all who are present and those who may hear this message afterwards. For indeed, the divine voice is proclaiming and acclaiming itself in us and through her. Every aspect of this service today is in the hands of divine love, in the heart of God. And so we sit back and we relax and we allow God to be good, and we allow God to act in us and through each, as each of us allow ourselves to be uplifted. I know that this service is so profound that those who are in need of healing experience it. Those who are in need of inspiration receive it. Whatever spiritual needs are desired, this Center for Spiritual Living Greater Boston and all of its beloved ones in service together as a community deliver and experience the love of God, the heart of God. And so I accept this as the truth of our time together today. I accept it with gratitude, with grace. And I stand so convinced. I stand in the conviction of this word. Now I let it go. I release it to the law of mind in action, knowing that it goes forth and it cannot return void. It goes forth and it delivered in the exactness with which it is sent. So my work being done, I release it. I say amen and amen. Join me in saying, and so it is.
Thank you so much, Reverend Ian. And it was again for you from the very thought of CSL Greater Boston, from the very beginning, your guidance, your mentoring, your love, and your support to create this incredible spiritual community. So thank you. And now we have our first spiritual reading. So I'm going to invite Darlene, if you would come up right here and stand between Chris and I. I need great technical details. So I'm still wanting to offer you that. That's a great idea for next time.
Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, in 19, and it was called Sharing the Dream. The author is Kay Warren. She's the wife of a pretty well-known pastor, Rick Warren. Don't worry about that, we're not quoting him. But this article was wonderful because she wrote about being a teen and sharing a dream and how that can revitalize a local church. And so it has for them and today for us. She quoted her husband who said the word teen came from the Old English and referred to a set of draft animals yoked together. I don't want to speak for everyone on leadership council, but I sort of felt that's what was going on. But a more modern definition expands on that concept by adding that it's a number of people who act together as a group in order to achieve something. She explained a little later that a team has two or more people who have common goals and deep communication about those goals, and that speaks to sharing the dream. She did conclude by explaining that when they shared their dream, their ministry just blossomed, and I think it feels like we're doing that here, does it not? Mm-hmm. Happily for us, we are coming together and sharing our dream with our new spiritual director, Gina, who is allowing us to envision and share our dreams for CSL Greater Boston. One point that the author made is that as life went on, and even though they were committed to their strategy, it began to fade just a bit as life circumstances will help us. I share that now because ministry was their life, yet they still could find themselves not doing what they needed to do. And that makes me so grateful for what we have here. Great pride in this team that's worked so hard and really very quickly under the guidance of our wonderful chair, Barbara Field. And we bring this dream forward now, and we're witnessing it today. I want to hold up that sharing the dream is also supporting the dream of all who come to this center to be part of a community and to find inspiration for their spiritual journey right here, right now. I'm grateful to be here, and even more grateful that all of you are here. Thank you, Darlene.
Thank you. And so now we have another wonderful song from Infinity, for which we are so grateful and excited.
Hello again, and we are so grateful to be here today and sharing. And this song is called Return to Love. We're staying in the theme of love. But the first line, and it recurs, is I'm coming home. And we just both felt this was so profound to share this with you now for Gina coming into Greater Boston CSL and for the community. It feels like there's a homecoming, and it just feels so exciting. So this is what we are bringing to you right now. Coming home, return to love. I'm coming home, return to love. Love, there's a new day dawning, spirit set free. Yes, a new way coming, divinity. There's a new day dawning, spirit flows free. Yes, a new way coming, speaking through me. Let there be light. there be love, one sweet love. We are the light, we are the love, we are the light, we are the love, we are the light. We are one with love. I am the light, I am the love, I am the light, I am the love, I am the light. I am one with love. Coming home, return to love. Coming home, return to love. I'm coming home, return to love. I'm coming home, return to love. There's a new day dawning, spirit set free. Yes, a new way calling, begin through me. There's a new day dawning, spirit flows free. Yes, a new way calling, unity. Let there be light. In this night we are here. Let there be love, one sweet love. Let there be light. In this night I am here. Let there be love, one sweet love. Coming home, return to love. Coming home, return to love. We are the light, we are the love, we are the light, we are the love, we are the light. We are one with love. Coming home, return to love. Coming home, return to love. Coming home, home.
Yay! Woo! Thank you. So now, it's a wonderful honor to be able to introduce to you, as her first official act as spiritual director of CSL Greater Boston. Gina and I go back many years, many years. And we became spiritual sisters along our journey at Concordia, our time in class, our friendship that grew. And it's been a wonderful journey to witness Gina's commitment and love for this philosophy, for this faith, for this way of life, her unwavering desire to become a minister. And regardless of what that took, how much that took with time and energy, this absolute commitment to answer this calling has driven her. And in the spring, she had a calling to contact Rev G and offer her support and love in the reemergence of CSL Greater Boston. And that was probably in April or so. And here we are. Spirit just takes over. And so as Rev G and Rev Ed have flown into their limitless possibilities of their new ministerial adventure, new doors are open and windows are open, and CSL Boston on this new day of their life journey, their flow, is blessed, and I am blessed and honored to be able to introduce to you the new spiritual director of CSL Greater Boston, Gina. Oh, before I do that, I just want to do a shout out for Gina's husband, Mike, who is here with us this morning. He is just, we have a saying around here, and it's like, everybody needs a Mike. And we're referring to Gina's husband. I know he is a wonderful, wonderful love and support for her in all of this incredible adventure that she has been on. So our thanks to you, Mike, and our love to you.
He's trying to hide in the corner.
And here's Gina.
You're ruining it, Barbara. He's trying to hide in the corner.
Nah, never.
And, Laura's last song was actually Coming Home, Return to Love. And that is truly what this is for me in so many ways. For those of you that don't know, I grew up in Boston. I've been in Rhode Island for over 20 years, but I grew up in Boston. And here I am back in Boston, back home, which I never planned to be, but like you said, Spirit has a way and is not subtle as I am not subtle. So I guess it works. And I want to say thank you. Thank you to my beloved Barbara beside me, but also to our leadership council, who has been amazing. There's a lot that's happened in a very short time. And I have to say thank you to Rev Ed and Rev G, who started this 10 years ago and who, without their passion and love, I wouldn't be here right now in this way. None of us would be. So thank you to them wherever they are on their new adventure and their new journey. So I am very grateful to be here, and I am grateful to every one of you that are here or present. And whoever you are that are watching, we'd love you to comment. Let us know that you're there. And I'm also grateful for my family that is watching at home, but also that is here with me. My cousin, my friends. It's just a gift to be here. And what we're here to talk about today is sharing the dream. And what does that mean? I try to speak in very practical terms because that's what I want to know. I don't want to hear pretty silly words. I want you to tell me, how is this pertinent to me? How is this going to help me in any way? Why is this going to make my life better? And I'm also a life coach. I have been licensed for over 10 years, but I feel like I've done it all my life. And the truth is, the two questions I ask people are, who are you? Who are you really? Not what your station in life is, not what people tell you, not the role that you play, but who are you? And what do you really want? Money isn't something, everybody wants to be comfortable and to be able to do what they want to when they want to. That's great. But what do you really want? What's important to you? We have a lot in our lives that fills it. But are we fulfilled is the question. There's a lot out there that sounds great, but how do I get that? How do I feel that? How do I make my life more than it is today? What does that look like? And it's about being more, doing more, something bigger than just me. And that is about community. To me, that's about being something more in the world. Am I part of the problem or the solution? And what does it look like? How do I put that in practical terms to know it? Because if I'm feeling like, oh, all that's out there is negative crap, why bother? I'm participating in the negative crap that I'm making it worse. So it's not about blaming. Our topic is, going further together and sharing the dream. And, it really comes down to our internal state of mind influences those around us. Ernest Holmes often said, that we are spiritual broadcasting stations. Think about that. Think about even when you look at that picture, what does that say to you? Everything that we do, we know everything is energy. We know that. They've proven that. Everything is energy. So, what does that mean? And what does that look like in the world? So, if I am miserable and you walk into a room, you're going to feel that on me. Okay? If I'm excited, you're going to feel that. So, what are you putting out to the world? What are you attracting? And what are you walking towards? You know, there are plenty of people that have bad relationships and they wonder why the next one is the same and the next one is the same. Well, you're still emitting the same thoughts and feelings. You're on the same station. It's going to get the same results. You have to turn the dial if you want something else to play. And it's not someone else playing it. That's the problem that we often think is that someone's doing it to me. I'm a victim of the world, and if only. Well, I'm the one creating my world. My thoughts, my actions create my world. And you know, as a child, I didn't know that, but I know that now, and I can change it. So, am I playing victim or victor in my life? And that's what we get to ask ourselves. You know, the second thing to remember is one of the most important values we have is to see the oneness in everyone. This means not only thinking that we are one, but living as one. When we acknowledge and recognize diversity in our own community, amazing things happen. So, what does that mean? What does recognizing diversity and celebrating it mean? It basically means that they look different, they act different, they come from different financial needs, age, abilities, of course, ethnicities. But we're honoring everything. Sexual orientation, whoever you are, you're exactly what you're meant to be. Can you imagine if life wasn't in full color? There are people that can only see black and white. They're literally, you know, I can't fathom it. I was driving here, and Barbara will tell you, I was like a little kid. I'm like, look at that tree, and look at those colors. As the leaves change, I am like a little kid because it excites me to see nature's paintbrush. To see the beauty all around me is exciting. I listen to different kinds of music for the same reason. Well, what's my mood? What do I need to? What do I want? Or what mood do I want to be in? And that music can change that if I allow it to. But we have that in our community. And if we don't, how do we enhance it? Because I want you to think about when you're watching, oh, for me, the football game, but for other people, it could be other things. Whatever you're watching, nature or anything, and you see high def compared to the old televisions. Now they have the HD TV that has like 8 million pixels. And you know, you think, oh, I can't tell the difference. But if you saw them side by side, you really can tell the difference. We're spoiled now. But imagine trying to go through life without all the colors. And that's what we do when we don't celebrate diversity, when we're not celebrating our oneness. So it's important that we remember that because that's part of how we create that community of choice. And sorry, the next part of that one was because we are taking action within our spiritual community or creating opportunities for our larger community to come together, we're not only creating, but demonstrating a world that works for everyone. So we are not just walking it. I mean, I'm just talking the talk, we're walking the walk. Well, what does that look like? A world that works for everyone. You know, it sounds like a soundbite. It's a loving space that we can create. You know, everybody has different feelings, but there are people that hear the word safe space and they think how wonderful. And then there are people that hear that word safe space and they have their own judgments. Okay, the truth is, I don't care how you feel about it, but create it. It doesn't matter. Be love. Show up and treat people the way we want people to treat us. It's not a tough concept. It's something that we were taught as children, but unfortunately, there's a lot that doesn't show up that way. Brene Brown said a deep sense of love and belonging is an irreducible need of all people. We're biologically, cognitively, physically, and spiritually wired to love, to be loved and belong. So we are wired to be in community. We are supposed to be together. It works better. We feel better. And there are people that like their space. Don't get me wrong. It absolutely is important. But there's a difference between existing and living. Existing is people leave me alone and I do what I want to do. That's not joy. That's existing. How many of us, the room that we're in, if you ever hear that in the background, it's actually an ice machine. So it's almost like it's that little, I think of it almost like that little cymbal that gets hit for that little noise, like kaboom. So it's all perspective. And we get a choice of how we look at things. So are we being that place to be loved? Are we showing up? Are we allowing ourselves to fully engage in life? And what does that look like? What is engagement? Well, people don't want to be bothered because if I'm not, if I don't put myself in, I can't be hurt. So it's better to be numb than to be happy some of the time. We get a choice on how we live our lives. But being in community means being that all of the time, not some of the time. So we don't get to pick and choose. The way that I look at it is you'll see all kinds of people going on the internet and they'll rage at people. Don't send a message, don't post anything, and don't text anything that you wouldn't look in someone's eyes and say that if you wouldn't want your children or your parents or your grandparents to read it, don't put it there. Because if you do and it's hurtful to someone, you are spewing that negative crap that you're complaining about. You get a choice on what you do. And we don't have the pause button anymore. With the anonymity of anonymous behind the computer or posting things, and I don't care what people think. I don't have the right to hurt you because I don't want you to have the right to hurt me. I heard a saying that means a lot to me. It's say what you mean and mean what you say, but don't say it mean. And that's a tough one sometimes because sarcasm is meant to be cutting. And I was raised to be sarcastic. It was my passive aggressive way to be, the good girl, but still get out what I wanted to say. So I have to be mindful that a loving community is mindful of the people around me. Showing up as love, which isn't always easy because we all have buttons that, I look at this as a spiritual family. Without a doubt in my mind, I was blessed before this community to be part of Concordia, which I still consider my family in Rhode Island. I still do the morning calls. It's a beautiful gift to be part of a spiritual family that has your back. That if I need prayer, that if I need help, if I need anything, they're there for me. And I mean really there for me. They know me, they love me, they go through the tough times with me. Not just they're there for a birthday or they're always there. I get to walk into a place that I call home every Sunday and be in this celebration of spirit with people that show up to be spiritually connected and be loved on purpose, to be this unity, this oneness, because it's what we choose. And of course, we push buttons just like the regular family can push buttons sometimes, but it's okay because we love each other. And the truth is, at the end of the day, we say we're sorry more often than my regular family ever did. So the truth is, we try to do the best we can to show up and be loved. And it's a family of choice. So when I think of share the dream, that's what I share. I share that vision of a family that I walk into by choice, that I have mentally attracted with all those around me, that I see the beauty in them and they can lean on me and I can lean on them. And I don't have to be perfect, but I know it's perfect. That's what it's about. And when I am in this, I am not alone. And I feel fulfilled in a different way. Everything we do has to fill our cup. Self-care is about filling our cup so we have something to give. How many times do we go to, we keep running and running, and we have not just work, but it's the kids, or there's the duties that we have, the functions we need to go to, all the things we need to do, and we're human doings, not human beings, and we go through this mess, and it's for what? And the whole point of it is the beingness. Well, spiritual community is just about the beingness, and that's the gift of it. And I know Barbara's beside me trying to get me to push along because there's a lot more that I'm going to go through, but I just want to there's so much more, and I'm going to post these, that talks about our internal state of mind and knowing, that we are here to be the greatness that we're meant to be. So we're either going to evolve into our greatest state, or we won't be here, because that's what happens. As a group, you either rise up or you fall away. And we are rising up with a wonderful group of people. And I'm so grateful to be blessed to be called here. Thank you. All I can say is thank you for allowing me to be part of this. Ernest Holmes said, the conscious mind is self-aware and creative, but beneath the conscious mind is the subconscious mind, which is a deeper layer of creativity. In this deep subconscious area, we've laid down thought patterns. And these beliefs, ideas, feelings, hopes, doubts, and fears make up that which attracts the experience in our lives. We get to choose. Are we going to be stuck in the fear? Or are we going to lean into the faith? Know that you have the opportunity to always lean into what you choose. Because whatever you're paying attention to grows. So which do you prefer? And this is who we are in the world. So when you ask, well, what is this all about practically? What does that mean? What does that look like? This is what it looks like. It's on our website. Feel free to look anytime you'd like. It's on CSL Greater Boston. No, Jackson, CSLBoston.org is our website. Who we are in the world. We're safe and welcoming, nurturing spiritual community of love, light, and joy. What we give to the world. We awaken individual magnificence, transform thinking, and expand consciousness. Who couldn't use that? What we're called to fulfill, co-creating a world that works for everyone and for all of creation. So not just what's in it for me, but how do I make a difference in changing the world that I live in? Denial doesn't make global warming go away. It also doesn't increase oneness, as opposed to what seems like nothing but separation out there. We get to choose how we do that in a loving space by not being against anything, but for love and unity. And the last one is we share our wisdom. Living a limitless life, we see through the eyes of love. Together we reach our highest potential as the light in the Northeast. There's not a lot of CSLs in the Northeast yet. But we're growing, and we've been growing. We've got your teaching, South Coastal teaching chapter. We've got Concordia. We've got this. We're growing in amazing ways. And that's what we're here to do. We have good news. Isn't that a novel concept? Imagine, good news. So why not share that? And when I say these things, I don't take it lightly. It's a big deal to say this is what we choose. And to look back again and again and say, am I being that? Am I living that? But that's what we're here to do. We have our true north. We have that knowingness. So I invite you to remember that spiritual community is a sacred gift. And what you give is what you're going to get. And that's anywhere in life. as far as karma goes, and that's anywhere in life as far as, our law of attraction goes. But spiritual community honors you as you honor it. And that's what this is. That's the point of it. So are you part of the problem or part of the solution in the world? Are you putting out the joy, peace, the love? Are you living your purpose, feeling fulfilled or just full of it all? And how often does that happen? So what do you do instead? And those are the choices. You get a choice. Any team, that together everyone achieves more. Because, people can often go on their own, they can, go faster. But are they going to go further in life? Is it a fuller life? Or is it just more of the same? How much is enough of stuff? And where does that stuff, how much does that make you happy? So I am very grateful to the teachers that have come before me. I am very grateful to Reverend Ian, who is here with us this morning, and I'm so grateful for Reverend Allen that has helped me, through this push of being here. And I'm grateful to all of you for being here and allowing me to be part of this with you. I am so proud of how far we've come in such a short time. And I am so blessed to be on this path, walking it with you in the spiritual community. So I am humbled, I am grateful, and I know that each one of us is divinely called and provided for in amazing ways. Because there is no void. Spirit is abundant, and I trust that. And in that knowing amazing things. Amazing, not just the best is yet to come, amazing things. So I thank you. And I'm going to step back now because I am not in charge of the service, and I will bring Barbara right back. Thank you all. Blessings. Namaste.
Thank you, Gina. Yay. Pushing this away. Thank you. Yay. We are blessed again to have Laura and Jason bring us another beautiful song.
Thank you. Miracles. Take me to that place where I've been before. A land that's filled with endless love and possibilities. Take me to the edge where I know I can fly way beyond the rainbow to miracles on high. Miracles. I've been here at your door many times before. Safe and loving place that I know as home. Here I remember the light of who I am, way beyond the rainbow to miracles on high. I now have it all at one time. All I need to do is believe that it's mine. And everything I expect miracles, that's just how life works. We now have it all at one time. And all we need to do is believe, and it's us. Yes, everything exists in this perfect universe. I expect miracles, that's just how life works. Miracles. I can see the light, 'cause I'm awake with it. Living in the now, with the newness in my heart. Walk my path, knowing Spirit guides me on. Way beyond the rainbow, to miracles on
Yay! Thank you. What a blessing this morning.
One more from them too.
Yes, don't go away. We have one final one. And so now it is time for our sacred giving. And we have an affirmation that we will say together and on the screen. If you're here individually, there'll be a little passing of a butterfly. And and if not, there's lots of ways on the screen. So let's say this together, sharing our gifts. It is the nature of life to give of itself, as it is the tree's nature to bear fruit and the flower's nature to bloom. It is my nature to share the gifts of my time, talent, and treasure. I participate in the divine flow of life, giving generously and receiving abundantly. I am blessed, and I am a blessing. I am grateful. Thank you. Yay. We are blessed, that's for sure. And so now we have a couple of announcements that Gina is going to share.
And just so you know, if you are spiritually fed by the service, please know that you can support our community by using PayPal, and it's on there. And you can hit, if you'd like, you can just take a screenshot if you need that, or you can text to give. And we appreciate all donations, greatly appreciated. It allows us to bring the good news to our community and beyond into the world. So I thank you for that. Okay. So the text to give amount is 883-581-066. Okay. And for our announcements, I wanted to mention that there's a registration open for our upcoming conference, and I will have that page. It's in January, so there's plenty of time, but I will make sure that that is also on both our website and our Facebook page, so anybody that needs that information can receive that. I wanted to mention that we have new classes that are going to be announced. We're going to start talking about that next week. There's a lot going on today, so I wanted to keep it as simple as I could. I knew I had minimal time. So, and I wanted to just say we're also going to have a new time for visioning, because the most important thing we do as a community is to vision the dream together. And knowing that when we vision as a practice, it creates that dream that spirits guide. And that's the most important. Also, next week, we have live music again. We have Marcy Baruch that's coming, and she has a beautiful folk voice. It's absolutely lovely. So please be here and join with us for that. And the last announcement I have is our beloved Barbara. Yes, Barbara is going to be doing a workshop on Halloween. So on October 31st, the last Sunday of every month, we have workshops always. So keep that in mind. And this one is going to be called The Bridge to Forgiveness. So when we allow all that stuff to go away, we allow more room for the joy. So it will be a 90-minute workshop. After a potluck after that, we have a beautiful workshop on forgiveness. So I look forward to that myself. And I hand it back to our beloved chair of our leadership council.
Thank you, Gina. And feel free to dress in costume, whatever speaks to you around forgiveness. Just wear it. Wings, sparkle, freedom, all that comes with forgiveness. Feel free. So we are moving right now into a blessing onto our wonderful Gina and to our spiritual community in a tiny ritual and recognition of this tiny ritual and magnificent step. So we want to honor you, Gina. God, I can't believe I said Gina. That is so Rhode Island. Gina! In Rhode Island, we put ER on everything. And then we take the R's out where they're supposed to be. So
we spread them around.
I know, we do. So our wonderful Gina. So I am going to ask you in this moment, we're going to have some folks from our leadership council come up and present Gina with some things, and we're going to show them on the screen, and you will hear my voice and see their beautiful faces.
Well, they're not here yet, so it's going to be just now.
Oh, yes, 1 minute though. No, yes, I do. So I was just going to have. So we're going to begin this with our beloved Karen, who is a wonderful, loving, active, and supportive member of the CSL Greater Boston Leadership Council. And she's actually going to do a spiritual reading that Gina wrote. Because as we were talking a little bit about today and talking about the theme and something that spoke from Gina's heart when I was asking her that, she said, "Oh, I'll write a poem." And in about a half hour, of course, the poem got delivered. So Karen is going to read that for us now.
And I read this poem on this with Gina. It is beautiful. It's called Beloved Community. Family of choice, loving, accepting, and true. I gratefully participate as divine flows through me and you. God is, and therefore I am. Each one of us part of the divine plan. Freely I show up, grow up in lightness, not by duty, but by cause. And I am always reminded to never play small. Called by love to be love and share love with each other and in the world. As much as I give, I overflowingly receive. Light in the seeming darkness, refuge in any storm. As one, we remain strong. Truth guards and governs through divine wisdom of the one mind, always accessible and effortlessly shared, releasing anything left behind. Beacon of hope and comfort, with presence facilitates forgiveness, letting the past go to be in the divine flow. Joyfully coming home whenever we meet again, knowing you reside within my heart and that we are never truly apart.
Mm. Thank you, Karen. And so that is Gina's message coming forth and unfolding as we sit, stand, and join in together as one in the spiritual community. I'm going to leave this facing the other way because now I'm going to ask Barbara if she would come up.
As soon as they're there.
Barbara's going to present a candle. No, nope, if you would just bring it up. And this is a gift to Gina from all of us. And it's as we said, it's a new day in the life of CSL Boston that we are standing on the shoulders of giants who have gone before us over these 10 years. And now we are starting in a new day. So this represents that new beginning. Of course, the candle holder, I don't know if you can see it, but it's sparkling and crystal, just like Gina is. And the candle will be used sacredly in ritual, really. So we will light it in a few minutes for the first time today, and then we will light it for service and for council meetings and for fun. But it is filled with our love and our good intentions and our lifting of Gina. And now, if Darlene, another member of our council, would come up, she is bringing a lovely bouquet of flowers for Gina. And we bring that forth with the intention of knowing that she will walk in beauty and that beauty will be around her, through her, as she is beauty. It will be above her, below her. And it represents the color pink, this beautiful pink rose, which of course represents unconditional universal love. So, and we know that Spirit will go before her as she takes this next step on this path, on this journey, and just be sprinkling pink rose petals on this path that will be open and straight and easy and filled with grace. Okay. And now Karen comes right back up. And in this bag that she will be presenting to Gina, that Gina will get to see afterwards, but they are sentimental and also beautiful, and it is something that she can wear. Always have this philosophy close to her heart, and so it is here in this beautiful bag for her to open afterwards. But it will always be a message to her that we are with her always, whether she wants us to be or not, in the shower, she's trying to have a cup of tea. Always she will be reminded of oh no, what do I need to do? Which is not true, for we see her unfolding in this with ease and grace and comfort and laughter and lightness as we have been unfolding these last few months together. No. So now if they would come up, I am on this side of Gina, also as a council member. Chris Reek is next to me, who's doing all of this magic to make this wonderful service go out to all of you, for which we are so grateful. And so Gina, before we light this candle, I have one wonderful question for you. Do you commit to lead this community in love, in joy, in compassion, while teaching and living the philosophy, the spiritual principles, and the spiritual practices of this incredible faith called science of mind, religious science? Absolutely. Yay! And so now it's time for us as a community to make that commitment to Gina as well in a moment. So now, if Barbara, you would light the candle.
For myself.
Barbara has, no, it's a flat, yeah. Barbara has been a practitioner here in Boston for several years. And not only that, but she for many years has also shared a vision of having a center in Boston. She belonged to one years ago and it closed. And she has held that vision and that space for a center for many years and has been part of ups and downs and all arounds and stands here today as a treasured practitioner and council member and has now lit our candle. And so what I would ask from all of us now, if we would just raise our right hand, whether we're here or not, and send an intention into the light that we have just lit as this new day in CSL Greater Boston. And so, Gina, now knowing that all this vibration, this energy, as we stand in the consciousness of being one with each other and one with the divine, it just surrounds you. We stand here with our hands raised in honor to bless you with vision, bless you with love, bless you with knowing the way, bless you with knowing that there is love and support from this community that surrounds you and lifts you and supports you as we walk forward on this path together to grow and to flourish. We love you, we honor you. We are so grateful that you have said yes. And so it is. Okay. And that concludes our little ritual of blessing for Gina. And so once again, I so thank Reverend Dr. Ian Taylor for being with us here this morning, for his teaching, for his mentoring, for his guiding, for opening us up this morning in this just the consciousness of the divine as only he could do. To get him in treatment was a real treat. And so I also am so grateful for all who have come in person to be a part of this morning. I'm so grateful to Laura and to Jason for honoring Gina in this way. It has been a beautiful new beginning. So here we sit and we are in. It is time for our closing treatment. And so I stand in the consciousness of the one divine, the one energy, the one vibration, the one spirit. It matters not the name we use, for it is love, infinite love. It is the one that has always been, is now, and always will be. It is the one creator of all that is seen and unseen. And so I know that it has created me, it has birthed me from this place of love. I know that I am this love, I am this peace, I am this joy, I am this wisdom and this abundance. I stand in knowing that that is my birthright. And so I just breathe into that. And as I know this to be the truth of who I am, I know it is the truth of each and every one. I know that each and every one is the presence in this very moment. Each and every one is one with this magnificence that is around, through, and as all. And they live and move and have their being within it. It is the one infinite circle, no beginning, no end. And so standing in that circle of love, knowing this, I know that from this moment forward, together in unity, in oneness with each other and with the divine, that this CSL Greater Boston's doors are open, just the ways are open, the doors are open, the paths are free. We stand in gratitude for all who have come before us, for all who are here right now, and for all who are yet to join us. We stand in that wonderful place of love, holding that space. I know that Gina is blessed in this very moment with love and support. I know that she is divinely guided. And so here we stand in the sacred circle of oneness, knowing the truth of who we are, individually, collectively, as one. We stand as this divine. We stand as unconditional love, joy, peace, lightness, and laughter. And for all of this, I am so very grateful. I stand in that place of profound gratitude, having declared and decreed this word, having claimed and accepted it on behalf of each one. I know it to be true in the mind of God in this very moment, right here and right now. And so I simply breathe it into the law of spiritual activity. I lay it upon the altar of law and love, like a white rose, laying it gently there with a smile on my face, standing in firm conviction and faith, knowing it is true. I simply say amen and blessed be, and we join together to affirm this word by saying, and so it is. And so thank you all for being here this morning. Do you have something, Tina?
Just remember fellowship.
Yes, thank you. Fellowship is immediately following the service on something.
Zoom.
On Zoom. And you can find that on the screen. So right immediately following, if you go into Zoom and click into us, you will be on the screen and we will all be together. So again, thank you, and we'll see you in a minute. Okay. Blessings.
Okay. Hi, everyone. It's so great to be here with you. And what a blessing to be here on this day for CSL Boston and for Gina as the new spiritual director. And I know that you can see us and we can't see you, and yet we feel you. And this is such a great thing to be here. So this next song is called One Mind. It's got a little bit of a bop to it, so you can, if you're willing and able and you'd like to dance and move and share the love. Sunday morning boogie. One Mind. It's a cosmic force, working night and day through the stratosphere. One truth as it takes my thoughts to the oversoul, traveling into source. One heart. What I seek, I know, I find. It's the law of life. One mind. This creative law. It's a constant flow. As I sow, I reap. Oh yeah, one truth. Manifesting more of what I truly want. It's a choice I have. One mind. Force that created it all. Radiates light through my soul. Out to the world from my heart. Healing with love, peace and joy. Cause I know deep within that I have it all, that the chance. One mind, it's a cosmic force. It's working night and day through the stratosphere. One truth, as I give, I know. It's the law of life. One superconscious life in me. It's the law of life. One fight. What I seek, I know. I find. It's the law of life. One mind. One mind.
Thank you so much. What a gift it is to have you here from Boston to the UK, knowing that all is one. So thank you so much. And we're going to have fellowship. We're opening it up right now. As you can hear in the background, people have already started. And thank you so much to Reverend Ian. I'm going to bring you in to say goodbye. Thank you all so much. And everyone watching, thank you. What a gift it is. I am honored and humbled. And I look forward to seeing you all next weekend on our message as well. See you in the Zoom room. Blessings and love. Namaste.